So I'm sure it's not a great surprise to anybody that I'm back in Malvern. I came up yesterday. Had to drop some stuff off to my son in Shropshire and dump the van, got my car back, and then today I'm back. I'm meeting with Spencer because he is going to be trying out a manual +4. Indeed he is. I've had a manual +4. I think he's going to like his manual +4. Right, so this is what we're going out in. We're going out in the manual +4. We're going out in this with the roof down because Spencer wants me to freeze my flipping arse off. Yeah. Once he's finished chatting, of course that is. Well, this is cosy.
This is good.
Hello, lovely.
It's nice. Yeah,
it's good to see you, man. This is out and about Melbourne.
What are we doing?
I'm getting cold. I'm getting cold. Had I realised we were doing this, I would have brought a flying jacket as well with a small sheep wrapped around me.
I got this and my brother sent me a message and he's like, "Are there any Germans left?" and then he was like, or have you fallen behind enemy lines?
And now we're in a Morgan as well. It's just so quintessentially British.
First time driving the manual.
Yeah, and what?
Ever. I've never driven a manual before.
You've never driven a manual Morgan, I'm assuming, as opposed to never driven a manual car.
How does it even
the way
work?
It's going.
No, first time driving a manual Morgan. Yeah. I'd initially thought before I got the +4, I thought, oh no, obviously get the manual, and was kind of persuaded, no, do the automatic. Had the automatic. Obviously now we've tried with the Supersport, and now thinking, I don't know, maybe my first impulse was right. Maybe this was meant to be a manual. Let's find out.
Well, the performance is better on the auto.
Yeah, but I mean, I just had the Spider. I just had the 4-liter Porsche Spider, and the performance on that, I mean, that's the best car I've ever had. And it just wasn't me. And it was a riot.
Yeah.
But it just wasn't me.
Look, my +4 was manual. I chose to go manual because
Yeah.
I felt that it was better. And if there was a Supersport in manual, I think I'd probably do that as well.
A mile in, this feels good. Clutch is heavy. It's got nice weight to it. You can actually rest your foot on it. The throws are nice. Clunky. It's also just always nice to drive a manual.
It's always nice to drive a manual. Right, so hit the Sport Plus button, because that would. There you go.
Yeah.
That's what you need, and you can control that because it's manual. You can have so much fun with the exhaust.
That was one of the things that sometimes bothered me with the Sport Plus in the auto, is it felt so predictable. Every time you came off the gas, it would go ba 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 ba, and you do the same note every time.
Well, I quite like that.
I want it to feel a little bit more organic, not like it's been programmed in.
Yeah, I understand that. Good luck with that.
I love Malvern. Coming in, I don't know, do you feel this when you come in, when you drive in and you see the hills, and you just think, gosh, this place it's a nice place. I could live here.
It is a nice place. I think that when I drive into where Will lives, or some of the towns running up through, heading up towards Ludlow, are just so nice.
Yeah.
Just such nice little places.
I love the hills. I love the topography. It's just got a really good vibe to it. It feels like good things have happened here.
This is what we're looking at. This looks alright. Maybe it's lovely because we're not here the whole time.
I don't know. Talking to some of our friends who work at the factory, they love living here. They're proud of the town. They're proud of its history. I came here with the family on a little vacation recently, and we just had such a nice time.
So one of the things with the weight of the clutch and stuff on this, because you can essentially break the speed limit in second, if you really wanted to, you'd never have to change gear. You can essentially go from first into second and then just stay there for the rest of your life.
I was chatting with my dad recently, and he had a good thought. He was saying on cars like this with the longer gear ratios, what he wishes they would do is make the movement from first to second the dog leg, and then second and third just the forward and back motion.
Yeah, because that's what you're going to use most.
That's what you're going to be using. And if you just can launch forward and launch back, it's like a race car, just kind of forward and back instead of having to do that dog leg between second and third.
Yeah, almost like having a sequential gearbox in the car the whole time.
I thought, that's a really good idea, Morgan. Anyone?
Just like changing configuration. Problem Morgan is they buy in their gearboxes, don't they?
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. And honestly, this feels good. It feels taut.
Well, considering this is the press car.
How many miles? 20,000 miles on this.
20,000.
This does not feel like
it feels tight.
20,000 mile Morgan.
It does
wow.
not.
No, it does. It really doesn't. That surprises me. This feels nice. This is fun.
It is nice. I'm glad it's sunny. If it were raining, it wouldn't be so nice.
Well, we'd have the roof up. And then you'd be warmer.
I would be warmer. Views aren't too shabby going up here, are they? Looking over a lovely English town. So, how have they spec this? This is quite a straightforward spec, isn't it? So this is standard aluminium. I mean, it's all pretty.
I think this is the walnut, the one that I was liking the look of.
It's nice and warm.
Yeah.
It's got a nice little warm look to it.
American walnut. There's nothing like American hardwood.
It's something like. Hang on, it's got a lot of hot air in it as well.
It's not quite orange enough.
No. What crazy stuff has he done today? I haven't listened to the news this morning.
Stopped reading and watching it for a while, and healthier for it.
Oh, well, for not watching the news. Yeah, someone else said that to me the other day, that they've stopped, because I'm a bit of a Today programme addict. And whilst I was away, whilst I was in Barbados, obviously I didn't listen to the news. I was much happier.
Well, Julian, this feels good.
It's a good car. They always feel so planted.
So, shall we explain a little bit about why we're actually here?
Yeah, go on.
So, obviously, you guys know Julian and I both got Supersports. Mine had some issues, and I was left in a frustrating and unfortunate situation where I kind of felt like I needed to return the car. Morgan, to their credit, sorted that out. It took a little while to kind of work its way through, but they did the right thing, and also were at real pains to kind of maintain the relationship as well, which I really appreciated. And that culminated in me coming back down to the factory for a tour with Matt, the managing director, and Paul, who's kind of running their operations now, to see some changes that they've made to the layout of the factory, and some new stations they've introduced, some new kind of measurements that they've introduced to kind of assess quality throughout build and at the end of the build. And I was just unbelievably impressed with both their transparency, their receptiveness to bringing me down to have a look at all of that. Not to try and sell me on anything, just because it seemed to them like the right thing to do. And we've always been very impressed with Morgan, and this just kind of solidified why. I wasn't kind of feeling like I was going to get back into a Supersport. I felt a little bit burned by that experience, and so I had the Spider. I got the Porsche, which a great car, but I'm just not a Porsche guy. and then kind of like I do miss Morgan. I do miss going down to Malvern. I miss having a Morgan. I miss the Morgan Club, which is an insane thing to say given where we started. But I miss the Morgan Club. I miss those people. Jen, that one's for you.
Yeah,
the Morgan Club is great.
Yeah,
and I had reservations. We had reservations.
It's getting better every day.
It's been great for us, and I miss that. I miss just having. I miss being part of the history and the narrative and the kind of whole Morgan experience. And thought, well, if I'm going to do it, I liked the +4 when I started. I liked it at the time more than the 6. It seemed like my kind of car. And when it came to the Supersport, I thought, well, okay, I'm going to get something with airbags. I don't feel like I can go just from my +4, which was a fantastic car, to another +4 with airbags. I feel like that's going to be a bit of a letdown because of how nice mine was. And so I thought, well, Supersport, great, and I had a nice kind of relationship kind of with the team, getting some things organized for that, doing some writing for them. Felt really privileged to be involved in all of that. But then on the other side of it, okay, gonna take my foot off the gas with the Supersport for a bit, maybe not try that again just yet. What about the +4 where I started? And what about manual, just so it's different than the first +4 that I had? But I'd never driven one. And so that's part of the reason that we came down today and to
touching on metal knob.
Julian.
What? It is.
It's not mine yet.
Okay, you're fondling Morgan's metal knob.
Nope.
Harry has fondled that knob as well. In fact, there's a whole host of people that have touched that
I'm wearing
knob.
a glove. We're safe. We're clean. Anyways, Julian,
Sorry.
dirty old dog.
I'd just like to ask one question before we get any further.
Yeah, go on.
Because I'm not sure if the sound's going to pick up.
Yeah.
You look a little Ben Affleck.
I don't know how to feel about that.
Oh,
I can think of others I'd rather be. But sure,
it's
thanks.
not a bad thing. I mean, he's got a good.
Fairness. Regardless of the quality of the man.
Oh yeah,
he's a handsome bloke.
Yeah, he's acting and stuff.
So I'll take it. I'll take
average.
it. I was thinking more about his relational. I mean, come on. He broke up with Jen.
Oh, I know.
You don't need to say anymore.
That is just the weirdest thing. I mean, I find myself watching Made in Manhattan and going and booking a suite and hitting on all the maids. It doesn't work. They don't like it.
I'm now that you've said it, I'm picturing me smoking a cigarette, just looking super depressed. That meme of him standing, just with. You can add that if you can find it. You can add that into.
I will have a look and see what I can find.
And the kids are loving it.
Everybody loves Morgan. And then we go. He's gonna let him go.
Out on a field trip.
Yeah,
a literal field trip. They've got their checklists.
I know.
They're gonna find that wilderness.
They've all got a clipboard.
They're gonna find that wilderness.
All with a clipboard. It's great.
This is a nice road.
This is. I haven't found this before. I'm gonna have to do it later. Well, views. See if I can. Right.
It's interesting because I haven't driven a 4 since I sold mine, which was like February, so it's been a while. Obviously, I've driven a few Supersports and other things since. It's interesting being back in a 4. You don't hustle it the same way. It is a very different car than the Supersport.
I don't know how the sound's going to be on this. We need to follow up on that because you're right. It feels different being in it. I think I quite like it.
It's classic. It feels vintage. But like in a fun, obviously, okay, yeah, new chassis, great suspension, steering, okay. But the distance between this and the Supersport is seismic in comparison to the +6 and the +4.
Yeah, I agree.
The +6 was a very fast +4. Or alternatively, the +4 was a slightly slower +6. This feels measurably different than the Supersport, and fun for it. in a different way.
It feels like you could chuck this around and be a lot more forgiving because you won't get yourself in so much trouble.
Maybe, but I don't
Well, you
think.
would.
But I don't think it's egging me on to hustle it like the Supersport lets you kind of.
Yeah.
It wants. It's like, come on, let's do this.
Yes.
What a view!
That is quite cool, isn't it? Well, I'm signing off now because my hand's getting cold. I said it's really capable!
I say, old chap! It's a fine motor.
It is fine indeed. How do you feel about the yellow?
I actually really like it. I didn't think I liked it, but it's nice. Like, it's fun.
Yeah, it's good.
It's fun. I don't know if I could get away with a color like this to live with. I don't know, maybe you could. Maybe I could.
I think it's easier to get away with when the car isn't
Yours?
stupid.
Yes. Yeah.
Like
It's a cheerful color though.
Yeah, it's a cheerful colour on a cheerful car.
Yeah.
I think you'd struggle more if it was a Ferrari.
Well, that would be Larry.
Yeah, Larry and Loud and
Yeah.
a supercar rather than a beautiful Morgan.
And they are beautiful.
Yeah, aren't they just? Just look at where you are. I mean, it's where you are.
I think that's one of the things I've realized is I just don't want anything else. It's not about what it compares to.
That's very true. So we're heading back into Malvern. So just talking about the clutch pedal, because there's very little room.
There's no room.
There's no room. You've just got pedals.
Yeah.
You've got pedals, and which means
Which is one of the things that I'd read a lot about, but not had an opportunity to check, which is part of the reason for the drive today. And people are absolutely right. There is no room. There's nowhere to rest your foot. But the clutch is very, very firm, and takes a nice push. It feels great, but it does take a push. But what that means is actually right now my knees are comfortable. My legs are equal. I've got long legs, but they're kind of equally positioned here on the clutch and on the gas. And the foot on the clutch is resting, but it's not depressing the clutch at all. And it feels like a rest, like a footrest. I could very happily do this for a long journey. No concerns.
I didn't like it. It's one of the things I actually struggled with mine.
Really?
Yeah.
With your little legs, like the push, little kind of boost.
Because I've got
fawn.
so little muscle. I couldn't.
Your little
do it.
fawn legs just struggled to.
Get purchase on the pedal. It kept slipping off. My little hoof kept sliding away.
That's really sad. I'm really sorry.
It is. Yeah. I mean, I only started recording this because I like the line that you used. I like symmetry between my legs, which was.
When I'm driving, I like symmetry between my legs.
Yeah.
When my hips are out of alignment, that's when the back starts to have issues. When there's symmetry between my legs, betwixt the legs.
Betwixt the legs. Mind you, then I noticed how high your knees are compared to how high my knees are in the car. It just shows how incredibly short I am. I'm almost laid down, and your knees are still bent. Do you know what? I quite like Malvern. Are we just going to poodle over that yellow red? The Gentleman's Barbershop. I remember those. I remember a barbershop. I think I'd quite enjoy a barbershop if I had hair now. I think it'd be a place I'd go and chat.
You saved me a joke.
What? About my lack of hair? It's no joke. It's a pleasure to have no hair. I look stupid with hair. Also. So any other comments on this then in comparison with?
Okay, so genuine criticisms. The one endearing issue that these cars have is since the update in 2023, when they got the airbags, the steering wheel is very comfortable. It's also just ugly. They're all ugly, and it's a shame. It feels great. The view at the front is so great. I'm not looking at it, so I don't mind. It is not a deal breaker, and I suspect that it would be a deal breaker for no one who was even considering a Morgan in the first place. So it's almost academic to try and suggest that it's an issue. But if I were to kind of find at this point something to criticize, the steering wheel's a bit bland. And as ever, and people will know this and make of this what you will, depending on what your tolerances are. In a +4 with the roof down, if you're taller and your seat is back, your shoulder does press against the roof mechanism. Some people that bothers them.
So that's there.
The whole thing feels cozy.
I mean, if you're massively wide in terms of broadening your shoulders, I suppose it does. I mean, I hadn't noticed that ever.
I notice it. I'm
not broad, big or anything else. So yeah.
But I don't mind it. It's a great car. I love it, and I can't believe this has 20,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
It feels brand new.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
It's not bad at all.
Not bad at all.
And it's a Morgan, and as you and I have said, there are just not bad drives in Morgans.
No, there aren't. Because it always makes you smile.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Well, I'm sure there'll be more from us as we get back into Morgan. But for now, from Spencer and I,
Cheerio.
Cheerio! Right, so I'm just getting petrol on the way back. I'm on the M25 from Cobham services, and I'd forgotten because when you're in a Porsche, in a 911 even, people don't look at your car. They may admire it, but they seldom say anything unless they're 12. And yeah. But that's about it, really. You just don't. It just doesn't happen. However, let's just make sure I want to go towards where I live and not back towards Staines. That's for sure. Right, here we go. Reigate, Gatwick. That's what we want. But in this car, first thing happens, pull up, go to put petrol in, someone gives you a little nod, then somebody walks by and goes, nice car, and then I go in, I'm paying, come back out again, and as I'm getting in the car, someone says, oh, nice wheels, mate. Yeah, and they are very nice wheels, indeed. Tyres aren't bad either, and the rest of the car's pretty fucking hot. I'd just forgotten that bit. I'd forgotten that people do look and like it very much.